Hi, I'm Charles with AniCap. The story begins by the lake as our hero discovers the surroundings unfamiliar. It's like he stumbled into a realm of vending machine mystery. Suddenly, a memory sparks in his mind of driving on his scooter when an unruly vending machine got loose and smacked into him. Who knew vending machines could be so rebellious? To his surprise, he's still alive, but he soon realizes he can't move. A vending machine collision wasn't on his bucket list. Out of the blue, he hears a voice warmly inviting customers to use him, and it dawns on him that he has been reborn as a vending machine. Talk about a refreshingly quirky reincarnation. As we delve deeper into his past, we learn he was in fact a vending machine fanatic, and he's surprisingly thrilled with his new form. It seems as though dreams do come true even in the vending machine realm. He admires his budget-friendly products and chic design, but soon enough he starts to ponder if his new form might pose some challenges. He wonders if divine intervention was at play, turning him into the very thing he adored. Divine vending machine destiny, perhaps. Deciding to embrace his fate, he becomes proficient at saying the standard vending machine phrases like insert coin and thanks for buying. Truly a vending machine with impeccable manners. Curiosity strikes and he contemplates exploring the extent of his vending machine capabilities. To understand his new body, he embarks on a vending machine self-discovery journey. Inspecting some writing nearby, he realizes it lists the items he's selling, and for now there are only two choices, mineral water and corn soup. A minimalist vending machine menu, but hey, quality over quantity. A voice chimes in, informing him he can modify the selection by sending points, and to his delight, he possesses 1,000 of them. Vending machine economics in action. These points can be converted into money, used to restock or alter his product range, and even grant him extra features. Being a vending machine truly does have its perks. Further investigations reveal that the points allow him to maintain items at various temperatures and even warm up frozen delicacies. A vending machine with culinary prowess. Upon browsing through his inventory, he finds a variety of items he once enjoyed when he was a living being. A vending machine with refined taste. Deciding to shake things up, he takes a risk and switches his featured item to milk tea. With each yen spent, he gains points, and as he delves deeper into his vending machine self-discovery, he realizes he doesn't need electricity. Points fuel his power instead. He is truly an eco-friendly vending machine at heart. Operating on 1 point per hour, he calculates he can last about a month before needing a points refill. His vending machine stamina is truly a feat to admire. But he realizes he's stranded in the middle of nowhere, and as the day passes, he starts to fret, fearing he's destined for vending machine obscurity. In a comically dramatic twist, just as despair creeps in, a colossal frog appears out of nowhere. It approaches him, but it gets startled by his voice welcoming it. The frog initiates its assault with its club, and his sturdiness takes a hit. He learns that reaching zero durability means he'll become a useless vending machine. Talk about a vending machine midlife crisis. The frog persists in its attacks, and he watches his sturdiness rapidly decrease. Lo and behold, he discovers a magic stat, leaving him stunned that magic exists in this world. Who knew vending machines would dabble in the arcane arts? Fortunately, he can repair his durability with his points, so he contemplates waiting for the frog to get bored. But just when he thought things couldn't get worse, the frog summons its buddies. Observing the frog's menacing acts, he starts sweating, frantically searching for a function that could save him. Alas, the vending machine user manual lacks a useful frog repellent button. But in a moment of divine intervention, he discovers the option to gain a blessing from God. Now that's some divine vending machine tech support. Choosing the barrier ability, he successfully fends off the relentless frog attacks. Feeling invincible, he celebrates, but his points start to vanish at an alarming rate as the frogs continue their assault. Eventually, the frogs grow bored and leave, granting him a sigh of relief. He uses his remaining points to patch up his durability, but his once blooming vending machine bank account is down to a mere 311 points. Days pass without any sales, but just when he thought vending machine life couldn't get any lonelier, a famished girl appears. At first, she's cautious, not knowing what this strange talking vending machine is capable of. She confesses that she's no professional frog hunter, and her frog hunting hasn't exactly been fruitful. A frog hunting enthusiast? Now that's a leap of faith. Intrigued by the vending machine's offerings, she nervously hears his welcoming voice, instructing her to insert a coin. She wonders what type of coin it takes, attempting a copper coin without success. He quickly acquires the coin conversion skill for 100 points, and voila, now he accepts silver coins. Though the girl finds it expensive, her hunger drives her to give it a shot. Excitement fills the air as he anticipates his first ever sale, and the girl picks the soup item. With trembling vending machine buttons, he delivers the hot soup, leaving the girl pleasantly surprised, vending machine culinary prowess no less. She savors the soup and declares it delicious, claiming it's better than anything else nearby. He's thrilled to bring her such joy, and inside he's probably doing a vending machine victory dance. Curiosity piques the girl and she wonders about his other offerings. Delighted by the milk tea too, she ends up buying more corn soups, making him a solid 6 silver coins. With her appetite satiated, she dozes off beside him, and he dutifully safeguards her with his trusty barrier, vending machine protector mode activated. When she wakes up, she's surprised to hear his voice. Is he a magical talking vending machine or just a limited edition model with pre-recorded phrases? He isn't able to say more words, so they come up with a way to communicate. When he wants to tell her yes, he will say hello, and when he wants to tell her no, he will say thank you. Introducing herself as Llamas, she tries to get to know her vending machine companion better, but alas, he can't disclose his name, so she cleverly dubs him Boxo, vending machine nickname achieved. Concerned about his loneliness, Llamas suggests moving him somewhere more bustling. Boxo agrees, and to his surprise, Llamas picks him up effortlessly, vending machine weightlifting record broken. Turns out, Llamas boasts the blessing of might, which probably explains her superhuman strength. After a while, Llamas takes a break, craving more corn soup. However, Boxo the thoughtful vending machine realizes the soup isn't very filling, so he embarks on a quest to find her a heartier snack. Llamas is astonished to discover he can change his items. Who knew vending machines could transform like culinary wizards? She decides to try something new, a can of potato chips, and boy does she find them scrumptious, munching through multiple cans like a chip aficionado, vending machine snack paradise. With each can devoured, Boxo's points recover, making him a happy, re-energized vending machine. They eventually make their way back to the village, and the guards can't help but wonder what Llamas has stumbled upon. Llamas confidently explains Boxo as a magical tool that grants items in exchange for money. She wonders if it's alright to keep him, and the guards assure her that whoever finds something in a dungeon becomes its rightful owner. Boxo wonders if they are in fact in a dungeon, but he dismisses the idea since he can still see the sky. The guards are taken aback by his ability to talk, and they contemplate selling him for a hefty sum, but Llamas has other plans and takes him to meet her friend. As the guards sample his offerings, they are instantly impressed and decide to become regular customers. Business is picking up for Boxo, the silver-tongued vending machine. Inside the village, Llamas witnesses a girl being bullied, and despite her super strength, she struggles to land a punch on the man. After Llamas beats up the thugs, the men quickly run away, and she checks up on the girl. A vending machine and a guardian angel, what a duo. Llamas heads to the inn to meet her friend Manami, who's relieved to see her return unharmed. She's not so thrilled about Boxo, assuming he's just more junk. Oh, the misjudgments of vending machines. Llamas insists Boxo is super useful, but Manami thinks Llamas just loves collecting oddities. Nevertheless, she lets Llamas set him up outside the inn, hoping he'll attract customers. Vending machine charm in action. Soon enough, people flock to his impressive items, and he starts selling like hotcakes. Maybe he should consider opening a vending machine chain. Boxo's Vending Emporium, anyone? At night, Llamas takes him to the guards at the gate, but they eventually get bored of his offerings. Looks like it's time for a vending machine menu makeover. Having sold over 400 items, Boxo now boasts over 3,000 points. He suddenly glows, surprising the guard. Vending machine evolution activated. I wonder what Boxo's new item will be, maybe a self-cleaning feature, or perhaps a built-in popcorn maker for those late-night movie marathons. The possibilities are endless for our entrepreneurial vending machine. It costs 3 silver coins, but the guard is thrilled to try something novel. They're up for a culinary adventure. They wonder how to devour it, but luckily the can comes with step-by-step instructions, making them feel like gourmet chefs in training. To their delight, it's a delectable stew that leaves their taste buds tingling with joy. Move over Michelin star restaurants, there's a new chef in town. Word about Boxo's new item quickly spreads like wildfire, and it becomes a smashing success in the village. However, during the day, he makes it unavailable, not wanting to steal the limelight from the local eateries. The girl who Llama saved approaches him, but she gets startled by his voice and responds with an expertly thrown rock. Talk about a rocky first meeting. Despite her initial reaction, the girl and Boxo's friendship blossoms. They talk during their walks, and Boxo hopes one day they'll have real conversations. Llamas is thrilled to have found Boxo, and he's come to the conclusion that being reincarnated as a vending machine isn't half bad. The simple joys of dispensing snacks and making friends. The next day, Boxo faces his worst nightmare, a bear, or so he thinks. But surprise surprise, it's actually the director of the Hunters Association. The director seeks their help for a daring mission to attack the base of the frog monsters, and he believes Bakso's vending machine prowess will be indispensable. Nobody can resist a vending machine selling hot food. Llamas wonders why they'd bring Bakso along, but the director recognizes the true power of warm, ready-to-eat food on an adventure. Bakso, the trailblazing vending machine hero. Llamas isn't entirely convinced, but Bakso thinks it might be dangerous for the village if they ignore the frog monsters. Never underestimate the impact of snacks on a perilous quest. 3 days later, they set off, and they soon discover it's the frog monsters' breeding season. The director reveals that protecting the transfer circle in their village is vital for their dungeon adventures. Besides the hunters from the village, there's also a gang of hunters known as the Oddballs who are joining in on the escapade, ready to earn some serious coin. The hunters take a well-deserved break, and Llamas gently sets Bakso down. He's happy to catch a breather, but his snacks are always on the go. Approached by one of the hunters, Llamas gets some comforting words. They're there to protect, and they might as well enjoy some vending machine delights while they're at it. The man, curious about Bakso, decides to give him a whirl and selects a lemon tea. Bakso's packaging game is on point. Sipping the tea, the man's taste buds dance with delight, and he's baffled by Bakso's seemingly magical refining skills. Bakso, the mystical snack wizard. He calls over his vice captain, Felmina, to inspect Bakso further, as she's a magic tool connoisseur. Let the vending machine inspection begin. Felmina takes a good look, but to her surprise, she senses no magic power. Bakso's secret weapon is his seemingly unremarkable nature. Kelroy wonders how Bakso can magically refill himself, and Felmina suggests it might be the power of a blessing. They decide it's a delightful mystery and appreciate having Bakso with them. The director announces a camp out for the night, and Bakso gears up for a vending machine extravaganza. No one can resist his snacky wonders. To suit the expedition, Bakso adds cup noodles to his menu, because who doesn't want hot, soupy goodness in the middle of a froggy adventure? As the gang indulges in Bakso's delectable offerings, he takes note of a girl with an insatiable appetite, Bakso, the ultimate snack detector. Llamas gets to know her, and she introduces herself as Sui, a hunter with an epic love for snacks, just like Bakso. At night, the director joins them, discussing the frog den, and Bakso's ears perk up. He's ready for some vending machine action on the battlefield. With Llamas as a hunter, they're all set to join the fray. Bakso's ready to roll out his snacks amidst the Froggy Showdown. Reaching the frog base, they encounter a thick mist and muddy terrain. Bakso might be a vending machine, but he's about to embark on an epic adventure through the mud. The director gives them the go signal, and we witness the hunters taking down the frogs. Kelroy motivates his team, promising them extra pay for each frog they eliminate. Talk about frog busting incentives. Llamas is determined to give her best shot, but Bakso worries about her. He's like the vending machine guardian angel. A frog jumps at Llamas, but she effortlessly sends it flying, thanks to her newfound balance with Bakso on her back. He's her secret weapon. The Misfits squad is showing off their skills, and Felmina demonstrates water magic prowess, taking out 3 frogs at once. Way to go, water wizard. Even more frogs appear, leaving Kelroy puzzled about their sudden abundance. Feeling surrounded, Bakso starts to panic, but he keeps his cool with his protective barrier. The frogs charge at them, and Bakso warns Llamas of the incoming attack, but she's too distracted. Sometimes it's tough being the voice of reason. Kelroy compliments Llamas on her strength, making her blush. Llamas' absent-mindedness leads to Bakso using his barrier again. His superhero name should be Barrier Boy. Kelroy, intrigued by Bakso's barrier, thinks he might be a valuable asset. Bakso's got secret talent that no one can resist. They successfully beat all the frogs, and Kelroy comes up with a plan to cut the frogs' tongues for extra pay. Totally gross, but hey, money talks. Felmina finds the idea icky, but Kelroy justifies it with his captain status, earning him the tyrant title from his team. Nothing like a little team banter. Kelroy suggests helping on the front lines to make more money, but Felmina reminds him that their main job is to protect Llamas and Bakso. After all, they're the dynamic duo. Kelroy, with big money dreams, tries to tempt them with a bonus offer, but ultimately it's Llamas' call. With Kelroy's heartfelt plea, Llamas happily agrees to join the hunters on the front lines. It's time to show the frogs who's boss. They continue battling and numerous hunters get injured, but Llamas steps up, carrying them to safety. Bakso brainstorms a way to help and decides to offer the injured hunters free drinks. Talk about the power of vending machine kindness. The hunters are grateful for Bakso's help, and the director thanks Kelroy for joining the rescue mission. Nothing like being appreciated for your frog fighting skills. The director suspects the emergence of the Frog King and enlists Kelroy's help to defeat it. Boxo imagines the epic battle and wonders if the Frog King is a champion high jumper. Llama stays behind to tend to the wounded, and later that night, a shady character approaches Boxo, eyeing his coins. Boxo's quick thinking results in a hot soup showdown. Llamas returns just in time to rescue Boxo from the coin-thirsty man. She's the vending machine protector no one knew they needed. Suddenly, the Frog King appears, causing panic among the hunters. Llamas loads Boxo on the wagon, but the pigs are too scared to move. Llamas then shocks everyone as she sets the pigs free and does her best to pull the wagon herself. Boxo does his best to think of a plan, but everyone's confused when he fills his machine with soda. No one can figure out what this means, and Boxo then transforms into a candy machine filled with Mentos. Boxo struggles to communicate his plan, repeatedly telling Llamas to insert a coin, but she can't quite grasp what he's trying to tell her. The Frog King draws near, and Llamas is puzzled by Boxo's transformation. Boxo's heroic efforts show he's more than just a vending machine, and Llamas knows he's doing his best to save the day. There's nothing Boxo can do, but the thief unexpectedly wakes up and spots the menacing Frog King. He demands to be freed, not wanting to face his demise. The hunter stuffs his mouth to silence him, but it turns into a choking situation, so they offer him some coke, resulting in a comically explosive outcome. Llamas catches on to Boxo's plan and explains it to the other hunters, who are left in awe of the vending machine's ingenuity. With the power of Coke and Mentos, they successfully blast the Frog King in its eyes, and victory is theirs. They celebrate, and the director apologizes to Llamas for putting her in danger. They thank Boxo for saving them all, acknowledging his vending machine heroics. On their way back to the village, they notice it has been attacked, and Llamas rushes to check on her friend Manami, worried about her well-being. They discover the giant double-headed snake responsible for the destruction, but luckily Manami and her mother are safe inside the well-guarded Hunters Association building. Boxo comes up with the idea of giving everyone in the village free items for the day to help them during repairs. Talk about the spirit of generosity, one coin at a time. He starts selling alcohol, and Llamas gets a bit tipsy, happy with the successful outcome. She thinks Boxo has become the MVP of their lives, dispensing joy and comfort. As the repairs continue, Boxo attracts plenty of customers at the association, where people gather to buy his wares, making him the center of attention. Llamas receives a personal request from the director, which involves removing rubble. With Boxo's help, she effortlessly smashes the rocks, and Boxo can't help but quip about being a smashing success. Her cart gets packed and she gets ready to take it to the dump, but Kelroy suddenly appears, offering to treat everyone to some of Boxo's goodies. Llamas gets excited, and Kelroy jokingly tries to recruit her and Boxo to his team, but she playfully rejects him, leaving Kelroy to walk off in humorous disappointment. The next day, a woman and her assistant visit Boxo, and Llamas wonders who they are. The woman introduces herself as a Kawi from the exchange house, mentioning that the village is running low on silver coins. Llamas assumes that it's because Boxo only takes silver coins, and Boxo can't believe Llamas ratted him out. Akawi suggests exchanging gold coins for silver ones, but Boxo doesn't have an exchange function, prompting Llamas to come up with a humorous plan involving buying something with a gold coin to get silver coins as change. They end up with a chest full of silver coins, but little do they know the thief is sneakily watching their exchange. Later on, an old man approaches Boxo, and Boxo has added a lottery function. The man is devastated when he loses and wants to spin again, but his wife drags him away comically. A young girl named Shiori visits with rocks, causing some trouble, but Boxo's voice startles her, making her drop them all and get carried away by some men. As Shiori returns the next day, disappointed that her father is away, Boxo notices her feeling down and gives her a free juice, earning him her gratitude. The following day, the elderly man returns, this time with his granddaughter. He introduces her to the lottery function, and the girl is thrilled to give it a try. To everyone's surprise, she wins, and her grandfather can't believe his eyes. She decides to give the free item to her grandfather, making him happy, and playfully claims Boxo rigged the lottery for her. The next day, the director approaches Boxo, having heard about his newfound ability to disguise himself. He asks Boxo to help identify the culprit behind a series of crimes by hiding near the association's front. Llamas wonders where he went, but Manami reminds her that the director borrowed him for the task, so Llamas continues her work around the association. Boxo has a relatively quiet day, but Shiori searches for him. When she runs into Llamas, she playfully asks if she has reconsidered selling Boxo. Llamas firmly refuses, declaring that Boxo is irreplaceable, which surprises Shiori. Curious about Boxo's true nature, Shiori and Llamas share their uncertain thoughts about him. Llamas sees Boxo as just like any other person, given that he can understand and respond to everything. Shiori, still determined to have Bakso, playfully proclaims that she will get him one way or another before leaving, asking Llamas to take care of Bakso until that day comes. Bakso reappears and Llamas is amazed to see him again, expressing that she missed him and is excited to share her day's events with him, adding a humorous touch to their heartfelt reunion. Thanks for watching part 1, future parts will be coming soon.